Wowzers, I've been thinking about you a lot. And if you found this video, you are on your way of expanding your consciousness, showing up in the world with a life experience that you always knew was possible, but somehow has escaped you. And I've been thinking about you because I'm in that same place. I've been in that same place. And I love having these conversations with other conscious creators. And by the way, I'm Tom Miller, and I have a mission for true freedom, where we break the generational thinking programs that keep us stuck financially, in our relationships, in our life, in our health. And we tend to look for more evidence of those, and they perpetuate and get worse and worse. And we ask ourselves, why does everyone else have such a good life? And why is my life so tough? Or maybe you had a great body, great marriage, lots of money in the bank. And you find yourself asking, is there more than this? I mean, there's got to be more. It feels uneasy. It feels unfulfilling, like dis-ease. And sooner or later, you get sick, get depressed, or life just falls apart. I love these conversations because there's more and more of us out there. And I recently, last week, and this is why you're on my mind so much, last week, I was in a room full of, I don't know, maybe 1,000, but lots and lots of people who are on the same journey. It was my first ever personal development retreat. Well, I did go to the heart math retreat, which was awesome, but not as awesome as this. And something I want to clarify, you're a creator. Like when God, the universe, the source, the infinite intelligence made everything, made creations, the mountains, the trees, the rocks, the ground. He made creatures, the animals, like my dog Rocket, and he made creators. And human beings were the creators. In the same way God, source intelligence, created, we can create. And we've created our life experience up till now. And being in a room, an auditorium, full of other people that realize that they're creators and they're raising their consciousness so they can create and earn money doing it and live the life experience that they want, it was amazing. So make no mistake about it. If you're watching this, you are in the process of creating something. You've known you have something to create and you just haven't put it out there yet. And at the very least, you're creating your thoughts right now and the feelings, the emotions you're feeling now. You're like an artist and your life experience is your canvas. All right. So spending that time around other people with this expanded consciousness was amazing. I literally have never experienced anything like it. But there was another part of it that felt uncomfortable the whole time. It felt uneasy. And that's because envy, guilt, shame. When I used to go to retreats and 3-day events for the gym, for sales, for stuff like that, I always felt like I had some status. Like I had achieved something. I had money, I had success. But here I felt less than, like behind. As if everything I've tried so far has not worked and I'm starting over from scratch once again. Now, so many things happened during that week. Well, it was 4 days, but felt like a week. One was meeting my roommate from Arkansas. Josh, if you're watching this, shout out to you. I'll get into that in another episode. That was a whole experience in itself. And the event I was at is called The Powerful Living Experience with David Bear. If you haven't checked out David Bear, check him out. And of course, he tells us how to run a conscious, powerful living experience type of business. And he tells us how to market and sell that. and then he does it during the whole process. I knew I did not have the money to invest, nor do I have the attention, as I'm committed to my friend Laura, selling for her for another 11 months, helping her get what she wants so I can get what I want, and learning so much through these sales conversations. But back to my main point. The feeling that kept coming forth was feeling less than, feeling like I should be further along, feeling like I needed to somehow portray myself in a way that was more impressive. But I didn't. I just felt the feelings. And I wanted to be attractive, magnetic. I wanted people to enjoy being around me. And I would love to meet an energetic spiritual partner at an event like that because we're already on the same page. We already see the universe as an energetic system that we can flow with or not, with a knowing. And this is the knowing I wish for you. The knowing that we have the potential to positively impact others. Not to just do our job, not to just do our daily routine, but when we tap into that higher source of energy and intelligence that we all have it. We have the potential to make a positive impact on others and help them tap into their higher source of energy, inspiration, intelligence, peace. I call it a power flow state, power flow, where it's authentically powerful because you're choosing love and trust and light instead of fear, doubt, and worry. But it's flowing. You don't have to force it. Like I'm making this video, it's flowing. I didn't script it. I didn't know I was going to make it. It just came to mind when I was writing this word treatment. I'm going to share the word treatment with you now because it may help you. But before I share it with you, here's some truths I want to remind you of. Because if this message resonates with you and you found it, I'm not here to teach you anything you don't know. I'm here to remind you of what you've always known, what's always been there, and what just got covered up, layered over with programs, pain, suffering, loss, self-doubt, worry. So remember, you have access to the same infinite intelligence as Oprah, Tony Robbins, Elon Musk, Bill Gates. Think of who you admire the most in the world. You have access to the same energy, the same intelligence as they do. We've been blocking it. And then we feel guilty about blocking it because if you're in your 50s like me, you're like, I should be further along by now. That kept coming up for me. If he's doing it, why I should be able to do it? Why am I not doing it? Well, it must be because of my childhood programs, my trauma, my loss, the divorce, all the addictions, all the things, all the excuses and alibis. And then I get mad at myself for having these. And then I feel guilty for having them. And then I wonder, why the heck aren't they gone yet? I know better. Knowing is the first step. Understanding, then believing. But the most important step is embodying. Embodying. And that's all a matter of awareness. So here's what I did great. I was aware that I was feeling less than. I was aware that I was feeling envy. I was aware that I was feeling like I should be further along. Should. It's a dangerous pastime, shitting on myself. It's messy too. Get it? Shitting on myself. Could is a much better word. I could do this. I could take steps towards it now. I could expand my consciousness and my awareness and have an impact now. So I love reading from other metaphysicians, other leaders, other people who have gone on this journey and they're sharing their experience. And Marianne Williams has a book, The Law of Divine Compensation. In fact, I have it here. Another teacher. I mean, I can rattle off a bunch of books about attracting prosperity and success into our lives by becoming that energy frequency, but I won't. Here's what I did. She had a prayer, and the old metaphysicians, the old mystics like Neville Goddard, they would call these prayer treatments. But words direct our mind, because where we place our attention, what matters to us, becomes matter in our lives. I mean, it literally shows up as our life experience. So this happened today. I've created this word treatment, this word flow. I'm going to share it with you in just a bit. But during the event, I found myself toggling from thank you, I love you, to feeling what's wrong with me? How long is it going to take me to get out of this slump? When am I going to be successful again? When will I be joyful again? And the answer was I could choose to be joyful in a power flow state and successful right then and there. It starts with identifying with that energy system. It starts with believing that that is already there and already possible, just a matter of aligning, removing the resistance so the energy of our aspiration can flow. It's already there. So here is the prayer treatment I created, and I'll share it in a visual as well. Dear God Source, I feel like I have failed. I feel like all my efforts have come up short. I feel shame at the way my life has turned out. I feel like I should be further along by now, but I haven't given up. I know I'm true with you. Still, I do not know where to go or how to do it, what to do. So I choose to open my heart and surrender my suffering to God's source, to power flow. I choose power flow truth instead of false fears and guilt. Heal my mind and change my life. Pave a way for me out of darkness into the light. I'm aware of my errors and I use them as lessons. My awareness is expanding to include more of you, God Source. Help me do what I can't do for myself. Thank you, God Source. I love you. It is done. All right. Just reading that out loud, writing it, saying it in words and feeling the energy of it expands my consciousness, opens up the energy pathways, which is opening up my heart, and allows me to experience this moment in a completely different way. Whenever we expand our consciousness and our awareness, we can do the same job, read the same book, hear the same song, and we're going to have a different experience. Different opportunities become apparent to us. They become part of our new life experience. And then we intuitively know where we want to go, how we want to do it, what we want to do. It's no longer forcing it and just doing, and wishing, and hoping. Instead, it's power flowing. Authentic power is aligning with love, source, God's source, infinite intelligence, love and light. And the old routine of hustle, grind, do until you get somewhere. It will work, but it will always stop working. Every single one of us, me, you, her, him, them, they, every one of us have access to the same never-ending flow of intelligence, love, light, inspiration, ideas, and intuition that will align with our highest aspiration. And I use the word aspiration. It's your true desire, your purpose, your spiritual vision. But an aspiration is what you truly desire that's always been in your DNA blueprint, your God GPS. You truly desire it, but you desire it without attachment. You feel the state of having. Power flow having. That means feeling as if It already exists, and it's already your life experience. Feeling that way, visualizing that, and aligning your energy systems so the intelligence, the information, the ideas, the inspiration that you need will come. The people will come. The prosperity will come. This is your instruction manual for prosperity on purpose, for purpose, abundance, wealth, for health, freedom and prosperity, for love, love for others, love and relationship with a significant other, love with family and friends. But unless we align with that energy, we won't align, we won't open up the channels in our own body, heart, brain, mind, and overall energy system if we resist with our guilt, our shame, our judgment, our analyzing. Oh, judgment, judgment, judgment. I can go on for hours on that. I like to keep these videos short. So download, copy this prayer treatment, this word treatment, this word flow, and use it. And choose. Choose to align with the energy system that's true to you. And choose to expand. Everything's a decision. Only we can choose where our attention goes. No one else can choose it for us. No one else can feel the rain on our skin. But when we decide to align our attention with our aspiration and we remove the resistance, even though it's very familiar, very common, and almost comfortable, it's not true, it's not you, and it's not helping the flow. So prosperity, whether it's health, money, relationship, is a simple formula of aspiration minus resistance. And I hope the prayer treatment word flow I came up with helps you. I give Marianne Williamson all the credit for inspiring it. In fact, one of the lines are hers, which is pave a way for me out of darkness into light. As you know, I'm a big fan of the light, which is source, which is God, which is love, which is light, which is the one truth. That's always true. So thank you. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for choosing to expand your consciousness. There's more and more of us out there. And my greatest hope is that this message helps you expand a bit more and you'll share your truth. And that will help someone else expand even more. We're all connected. Everything's in it. Everything's energy. And there's a universal loving energy that connects us all. And when we use this connection as a source of power flow having, it helps us, but it doesn't only help us, it helps everyone. You have everything you need flowing through you right now. So do I. So choose to be power flow, choose having, choose love, choose light. And thank you very much for choosing to watch this video. My biggest mission is to align with other conscious creators that are creating their life experience intentionally and that are aware that they're more than their bodies, their bank account, their life experience, and that we have the power to change the world around us by changing, I say changing, but remembering who we really are and returning to that true self. Thank you. I love you.